What's good, my tribe? Kyle here with day 19 of the 90-day YouTube challenge. Today I thought I'd talk about the tarot, as it's very popular, especially amongst young witches nowadays. People are kind of getting involved in magic and witchcraft again. And the tarot is quite popular, and it's something that I've been playing around with for a number of years now, since I love all things occult and magical. And so the tarot originally started off as like playing cards, I think in like the 1400s or something, in Italy or France or one of those countries in Europe. And yeah, it was picked up by a few members of one of the world's most renowned secret societies, called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, in the late 1800s. And they realized that the tarot, which consists of 72 cards, happens to match perfectly with some of the systems of the Kabbalah. And for instance, there's there's four suits, right? And so the four suits correspond with the four different elements. So we have, wands corresponds with fire, swords corresponds with air, cups corresponds with water, and pentacles or coins or whatever corresponds with earth. And so there's also 22 trump cards, as they call it, or face cards, which also correspond with the 22 pathways on the tree of life. And these pathways and the trump cards sort of outline a journey, which they call the fool's journey, as it starts with the fool and ends up with the universe. Yeah, so this was picked up by the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Two members, Arthur Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith, created the sort of modern tarot deck as we know it today. And a lot of the decks out there sort of match this not original, but this kind of hermetic outlook on the tarot. And the idea is that there's many different ways to use the tarot. Many people think it's just fortune telling, but what it really does is kind of acts as a mirror and allows you to kind of reflect on your own sort of psychological journey and your own processes. And so this is something that I've been working with for a couple years now, number of years actually. And one way to do it is just to kind of just pull one card per day and use that as sort of a contemplation of the day, or a sort of meditation. And, yeah, the one that I pulled today happens to be the Four of Cups, which you can see here. And in the card, it shows a person, looks like a woman, sitting below a tree, and she looks a little dissatisfied, even though there's three cups kind of upright, and a fourth cup is being given to her by some magical hand coming out of the clouds of the sky. And so what the Four of Cups means is blended pleasure, or dissatisfaction or discomfort, despite there being abundance and pleasure being given to you. And so this was an interesting draw, especially for today, as I been experiencing a lot of momentum in my business and services, as you guys have found out in the last video here. And yet at the same time, there also tends to be a sort of anxiety or dissatisfaction that comes with some sort of momentum. And it's something that I did feel early today, which was surprising. Usually I'm actually pretty high vibe, pretty grateful throughout the day. And yeah, today I just woke up feeling a little overwhelmed, to be honest. Like I've kind of taken on a little bit more than I can chew at a time. And it was funny when I pulled this card, it was a perfect reflection of what I was feeling, and a perfect lesson for me to integrate. To an always reminder that I should, be grateful for what I have and pay attention to what I do have in front of me, and to never allow that dissatisfaction to take over. So yeah, I thought it was a perfect time to kind of share that with you. And yeah, if you guys are unfamiliar with the tarot, I do recommend using it as a sort of self-reflection. Sometimes it's pretty good to kind of consult the tarot if you're um, unsure of a decision that you have to make and you want some sort of another perspective. You can use it in that way. You can sort of ask a question, see what kind of cards come up. There's many different spreads out there online that can give you a model or a template to work with, or you can just kind of use it intuitively, and or use it as I do and pull one card per day and just try to, integrate or think about the meaning of that card and how it pertains to your life. I find that the more that you do this, the more balanced you become, and it's good to just reflect on some of these universal truths and archetypes that are embedded within it. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you for today's video. Yeah, I appreciate you for listening. As always, thank you. I hope you are well. With love and light, may peace be with you.